Hello children. Have you ever wondered who invented the computer? Well, the computer is not invented by one single person. The term computer was originally given to the people who had to do lots of calculations. They had to repeat the same type of calculation all the time. Therefore, scientists tried to invent the machine that can perform tasks of computing repetitively, accurately, and fast. The machine we call computers today are the result of many years of work by many people. Let us explore the history of computers right from the early days. In ancient times, hunting or farming was done with the help of tools that were made up of stones and pieces of wood. And counting was done with the help of fingers or by marking on trees or rocks. Abacus. The abacus was first calculating device created by men. The abacus was used about 2300 years ago. This device was first invented by the Egyptians and later it was developed by the Chinese and Japanese. The abacus has a wooden frame which is divided into two parts by a horizontal bar. These parts have vertical wires with beads on them. These beads are used for counting and calculating. The abacus is still used as a calculating device in many advanced countries like Japan and Russia. One can do very big calculations very quickly using an abacus. John Napier. About 400 years ago, John Napier, a Scottish mathematician, invented a calculating machine which was made by a set of rods carved from bones. Hence, it was named as Napier bones. These rods were used to do multiplication. In the year 1642, Blaise Pascal, a French mathematician, invented the first gear-driven calculating machine called Pascaline. The devices that existed before the Pascaline were purely manual calculating devices. The Pascaline was the first calculating device that used machines called gears. The gears are a set of toothed wheels connected to each other. The Pascaline could only add and subtract numbers. Charles Babbage was an English mathematician. In 1822, he designed a machine called difference engine. It was meant for the purpose of calculation and making mathematical tables. But the technology at that time was not so advanced. So this engine could not be made properly and hence Babbage has to give up his project after spending a huge amount of money and time. In 1833 to 34, Charles Babbage designed another machine which worked with the help of steam power. He named it as analytical engine. Analytical engine is said to be the first automatic general-purpose digital computing device. Its concept became the base for further development of computer. For this contribution to computing, Charles Babbage is known as the father of computer. Lady Ada Lovelace. Lady Ada Lovelace introduced supporting materials for the analytical engine in the form of programs and explanatory documentation. A programming language, ADA, is named after her. She is known as the world's first programmer. ENIAC, the electronic numerical integrator and calculator, is officially said to be the first value-based electronic computer. It was developed during 1943 at Moore School of Electrical Engineering, University of Pennsylvania, USA, by a team of Professor John Presper Eschert Jr. and John W. Mockley. It was huge in size and consumed heavy electrical power. About 19,000 vacuum tubes were used to run it. ENIAC was so big that it required space for about 800 square feet to accommodate itself. Characteristics of computer. A computer has many characteristics because of which it is being applied in many fields to generate different types of solution. The invention of information machine, that is computers, has led to the betterment in almost every aspect of our life. But have you ever analyzed about its characteristics that makes it to do so? But have you ever analyzed about its characteristics that makes it to do so? Let us have a look into the characteristics that makes it such a wonderful machine. Speed. Computer works at a very high speed. It is much faster in comparison with human beings. A modern computer can process millions of instructions in a second. Its speed is measured in MIPS, that is, million instructions per second. Diligence. Computer never gets tired and can work efficiently for hours at a stretch unless and until there is a technical fault. Accuracy. Computer is an accurate machine. It never makes mistakes and work exactly according to the instructions given to it. A modern computer has detection techniques also through which errors can be detected and corrected easily. High storage capacity. Computer has a very huge memory space. It can store huge amount of data which can be retrieved as and when required. It can store large amount of information in a very small space. Secrecy. A computer can also act like a safe vault. It can store the important information which cannot be accessed by unauthorized users. Application of computer. A computer is a wonderful machine. It has many features which makes it a single machine that replaces different devices and also human beings at many places. It is an electronic device that helps in accomplishing thousands of tasks. At schools. Helps in fee collection at the fee counter. To demonstrate about various topics in different subjects with the help of virtual or digital classroom, which includes projector, smart board, etc. Helps in result preparation. At hospitals, used to diagnose several diseases of patients, used to keep records of patients, used in microsurgery, which helps to recover from wounds or cut very quickly. In railways, for booking of tickets, to display information about different routes of train, seat availability, etc. Working stages of computer. All data and instructions that are fed into the computer are known as input. The data can be unorganized information, numbers, characters, words, etc. that are processed, and whatever is received in the form of result or information is known as output. Input devices. The devices which are used to enter data, that is by which we can feed input or instructions into the computer, are known as input devices. These are the examples: keyboard, numeric keypad, pointing device, remote control, joystick, touch screen, scanner, graphics tablet, microphone, digital camera, webcams, light pens. Processing device. The device which works on or processes the input data is known as processing device. CPU is the processing device. Output devices. The devices that shows the results are termed as output devices. These are the examples: CRT monitor, TFT monitor, laser printer, inkjet printer, dot matrix printer, speakers, plotters, multimedia projectors. I hope you understood the history of computer, evolution of computer, characteristics of computer, the working stages of computer, input devices, output devices, and processing device.